Rave it, baby.
Oh fuck.
It's wild how everything going on at the upper level is a sci-fi novel. I mean, everything reads like us, even the names of the AI companies, and then everything happening to us happens like a folk song.
Yeah.
What factory was it?
It was a refrigeration factory.
The burn down the refrigeration factory last night.
Used to be cool, but now it's real hot.
I ain't had work in 15 weeks, and the baby's on the way. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, we need a hardcore power ballad chord progression.
They say AI's gonna take my job. I wish you'd take this pain from me.
Ooh, he spam fire.
But there's gold in them fly cameras.
There's copper too.
Baby still runs away.
The copper.
There's a man buying copper in Mexico, 2 miles from the borderline. If we leave right now, we can make it by Sunday. I ain't enough time. I'm gone for good. The cancer's got me, but this baby's gonna make it.
Something about leaving the town finally.
I was thinking, a love like this, they might identify, but they sure can't fake it. On the run. On the run.
That was great.
The whole music video is just flat camera footage.
It's probably him singing in the rain, but flat camera footage.
Like cussing one, saws on 1.5.
It still has the little squares around his face for the facial recognition.
He leading him in the middle of it. He starts smoking crack. They're doing the square recognition around the crack pipe.
In a refrigeration box.
He comes back.
Hellacious diarrhea the entire time, just like
Because it ain't lettuce in the first scene.
yeah. His boots filling up. It's coming out of his fucking shirt. It's like Jesus.
His music video is going in a very different direction. I like it.
No, that's Love on the Runs, guys. That's Love on the Runs.
With a Z.
Dun, 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 dun. Mark, you get any of that? My man. Because Mark is always watching.
Yeah, he's our Exxon. The new flock.
The New Flock by Axon.
Mm-hmm.
Axe body spray. Tiny cameras that make you smell good.
Because in the surveillance state, we're all cam girls. Yeah.
I have a cycle that I wasn't really aware of till today.
Mm-hmm.
Where I just like kind of, I don't know what the right word is. I don't think I'm doing anything negative or wrong. I'm like listening to DJ and taking him at face value and believing him, but doing no deep dives into it for like weeks at a time. And then when I build my spirit up, then he sends me one or says something, and then I'll go watch it or deep dive into it. And I'll just be like, God, it's so much worse than he even acted like it was. Does that make sense what I'm saying, DJ? I'm not ignoring you for a month. I'm just believing you for a month without learning
Looking into it
experientially. I'm just like, yeah, I'm sure that's true, man. I have no capacity for it right now, though. And then I watch one, that one you sent me today. DJ sent me a video today with Whitney Webb, I think his favorite journalist.
Well, she's definitely the journalist to listen to on the Epstein syndicate.
Mm.
And then
Yeah.
Chris Hedges, who's my favorite journalist.
Yeah. He's great.
So autistic. You should really only read him. I don't know why they let him do video. He looks like an AI of FDR with autism. But anyway, it was just about that company town that we've spoken about on here on and off before in Ohio.
Ohio one.
But this one was
Mhm.
about how they built it, how they created it. How do you create a company town in modern America? Because you can't just do it like you used to, which is, well, Walmart kind of has done it in Arkansas the way they used to, which is basically like everyone here works for the same company. This is,
And Google's done it in like the Bay Area and shit like that too.
but that's like everyone here works for the company, and so it's like this was like reverse Uno, where the company became the government.
Yeah.
It like merged with it.
That's like Disney. They took that from Disney. Disney did that in Florida.
And I'm not denying
That's
that
what-
you're right, but Disney did it like, I don't know. I'm doing that thing boomers do, where I pine for the evil of old. Disney was like, we're gonna buy all this land, and then we're gonna make stuff on this land, and then that's gonna become a town. And right, am I kind of speaking how it went, Carmen?
Yeah, then they
Now, these people
had
just
the
went to the
police force.
existing town, and they just put a bunch of money in front of people, and now they're the town. Like, in other words, it was like quick. It didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It wasn't like they had to
Total
build
lie,
anything
too.
first.
And it was a total lie too. The whole Jobs Ohio, like it was all
Yeah.
and all fronted through like nefarious fucking projects and like, yeah, it's
So
pretty
dark.
bad. You know what's crazy is like all that started like, you know, a long time ago with like Robert Maxwell and the Promise software, and like there is like a direct lineage. And what's crazy is it's recorded, understood, deeply fucking researched and published lineage of like from fucking, you know, the 80s, early 90s until now. That's just this whole like this whole plan to do what they're doing. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
And for people who don't have the stomach for conspiracies, because it's like, oh, things just seem to, they tie up too neatly or whatever. The
Yeah.
plan the whole time was to do surveillance state. And then the tech AI dudes, it was like a marriage made in hell. It was like, hey, you'll give us a bunch of money for our AI, because we're trying to do the singularity over here. It's like you got these nerd religious freaks over here who think AI is the only future. We're going to transhumanists. We're going to merge with
Technology.
And
Yeah, we're gonna.
that's
yeah.
the only way to like continue the human race.
We're gonna have a symbiotic relationship where
Right.
one will need the other and be codependent forever.
Well,
and
then
ever.
right. And then the surveillance state is going, hey, we've got these machines, we've got these cameras, we need computing and AI. We'll give you all the money in the world to let us have it. And they're like, yeah, sure, that's what we want, all the money in the world. We don't care that you're trying to do evil in this world, because we're going to be beyond this world.
Well, yeah,
in
and then it
20
falls
years.
onto the corporations to be like, okay, now we have, instead of a state, we have a state, and we have a privatized town that we can run, you know, with private surveillance company. Like everything's privatized, everything's subscription based. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, well, all of which came out of the sort of fallout of 9/11 too, which is 9/11. There was all this kind of power handed over to the state to surveil, and then there was a big clawback, right? Because people were like, "What the fuck?" And the surveillance industry, instead of fighting that, they were like, "Okay, fine. You don't want the government to spy on you. We'll just do it from corporations." And then again, the marriage with the tech world, kind of like a happenstance thing with Facebook and all that. It was like, hey, we don't have to fight for it anymore. These people are giving it away.
Right.
They're giving all their data. Oh my God, dude. I sound like Alex Jones.
I know. I mean, that's the part that's frustrating. Is like when you feel like you sound nuts when you're talking about real things that are currently happening. That's the incredulous. That's the sci-fi novel thing you were talking about.
Yeah. Well, especially when it feels like they do it on purpose sometimes, where they name Palantir after the part of Lord of the Rings.
Mhm.
That's what somebody would do in a book. so it doesn't seem like it's what somebody would do in real life.
It's also I think also it's kind of a lack of creativity. That's what this is like their way of, this is their way of being interesting and cool at the end of the day on an interpersonal level. But
I have worse news. This is all making me nervous. And I was looking for my fork and I can't find it.
You can talk.
I've lost my fork of protection.
I thought the fork was to indicate that you wanted to talk.
It's a lot of things to a lot of different people, Carmen. It's a religious symbol. It's an icon. It's a sex symbol.
It was a brush. It was a brush in The Little Mermaid. It's very versatile for a tool.
No, it was her dad's in The Little Mermaid.
The Triton? That's different from a fork. That's different from a fork.
This is Hollywood, Carmen, okay? So the fork can play the Triton because it's a generational talent.
I don't know. I think only a fork should be playing fork roles right now. I don't think that we should be having forks play other roles. It's unnecessary.
Woke is dead, Carmen. Woke is dead. Don't you know that? We're burning whales now.
Burning whales. Dun, dun, dun. Live on the run. Dude, you know what the craziest thing about that whole interview was like just at the end being like, well, the only way you can beat them is like to not use any of their stuff. And it's like, oh, thanks. Like, it's so depressing. Like,
damn, I hadn't made it to the end yet. That is depressing.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because like, who's them? Well, it's the government. That's who we use.
Well, don't use AI. Don't use any of that stuff. Like, dude, here's the thing. Like, literally, they force it on. Literally, when you open your Google or you open your email, it's like, what? I know. And also, the amount of people that I know who use it, dude, but I think you're right. People are happy to give it over. I think for the most part, unless you're okay to be a Luddite, like, this is just the future, man. You're not gonna, it's just.
I may have brought this up.
I don't think that's there's plenty of it. There's a huge counter movement to all of this. There's plenty of like stuff as far as the internet goes. There's plenty of AI-less things that you can use. But at the end of the day, this feels like recycling where they're putting it on us as the individuals when you should be telling Microsoft to stop fucking using this. You should be telling all of these, the medical industry that they shouldn't be using this. You should be telling all these large companies that have these huge ass contracts that they shouldn't be doing this at the end of the day.
Well, I think that's what's so depressing.
Me refusing to use anything that has AI and like changing my email or changing the shit I use on my computer to look for things that doesn't use AI is going to use less of an impact than a company not using it.
But I think that's why it's so depressing. Wow, we're really having a fun one today. You weren't correct. It's just like with the environmental movement where it was like, you got to recycle. And it's like, no, the government needs to like fucking make these companies actually do what's right. In this case,
but they're not going to, because in this particular case, the president of this country is making a lot of money. That's the whole thing with Axon and Flock that we talked about. Like,
it's deeper than that. Palantir was started by the government. This was the government the whole time. Like, it only went private. It only went private so that it could have more freedom. Like, there's no surveil. There's no there. When you go to tell, you know what I mean? There's no one to tell. That's why it's so depressing. Not because they think that's a good idea. It's literally all that they have, which is what is so depressing. Dude, the other day, someone was like, I can't believe you use AI for your, was it captions? And I was like, what are you talking about? And then I guess on Instagram, if you post a video now, it will just create captions, and I guess it's using AI to do so. It was so wild to me that someone would like even think that had anything to do with me, but it was also like depressing. Do you know what I mean? To me, it felt like, how dare you make the heart button move on your Instagram post? Like, no, I didn't do that. They moved the heart button. What are you talking about?
Yeah, if you want to make a doctor's appointment, a fucking flight, a fucking dude, anything, you're engaged, anything, and like anything, dude, fucking. I can't tell you how many different. I mean, it's gonna be in all of your grocery stores and stuff soon.
I'm gonna use AI to write an AI love song musical called "Love on the Runs."
No, we already wrote it. It's perfect the way it is. It's
It
human.
needs to be expanded and what's the word? Scaled. We need it in every city, Carmen. we're gonna make millions. Love on the Runs.
With a Z.
Yeah, starring Elliot Page,
Love on the runs.
but also Lorenzo Lamas. We're gonna put them both in there.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
That'd be good.
we've solved it. At least we solved it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I wanted to read a comment from a fan that I thought was really good. Can I do that?
Yes. What was it a comment on? On an episode or?
Yeah, on last week's episode.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it was on me and DJ being full of shit. But I thought it was like written genuinely. Do you know what I mean? Like regardless of anything, I thought this was like a very like engaged comment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The woo-woo magic is real. You're not haunted by your Mima. You're connected to her. When a woman is pregnant, her granddaughter is also in her womb because women are born with all the eggs she will ever have.
Mm-hmm.
Also, look up stem cells contained in menstrual blood. I didn't do that, but I believed them. I treated her like I do DJ 3 weeks out of the month. I was like, I believe you. I'm not doing that. The only source of human adult stem cells that don't require an invasive procedure to harvest. That is super cool. Stem cells that heal puncture wounds in 24 hours. Potential for growing and healing. Medical maladies.
There's already research in it. I think in the somewhere in the EU. I don't remember what country that they're doing this with the menstrual blood.
They were
It's like
doing it at Zorro Ranch.
I mean, yeah, that was what Zorro Ranch was about. Was trying to like get basically monetize or whatever that.
Or clone little Epsteins. We got little.
I don't want to think about that. But what she says is that's the.
I'm talking about the stem cells from menstrual blood, not cloning Epstein's. That's what I was talking about.
Oh, dude.
They were doing both.
Yeah.
It sounds like he's not making sense, but unfortunately, Zorro Ranch believed everything this woman believes and was like, right, and now we're gonna totally take advantage of it in the grossest way possible. But anyway, she lists some more things that they do as far as healing, and then she says that's the divine feminine women have that men lack: potential for growing and healing organs and medical maladies. She talks about nerve surgery. There's other stuff. That's the divine feminine women have that men have been disgusted by, even though it has the ability to cure untold illnesses because of men's hatred of women and their natures. What's crazy, she says it too, Carmen. What's crazy is that there are billionaires talking about this and cloning themselves for organ harvesting, and they're abusing kiddos instead of just using moon blood scientifically. Actually, ma'am, turns out they're doing that too, and it's just as gnarly. Anyway, I thought that person was like engaged with what was going on and writing sincerely. I do want to say it's not even in defense.
Well, because we weren't being ignorant on purpose. Yeah, and because I was just like I don't know enough about the divine femininity to be able to discuss it, and so I'm definitely not the person to talk about this. So I appreciate that they weighed in.
Absolutely.
I appreciate
and I
that.
want to say that if it's not clear, that no part of me is making fun of any of that. The joke to me is when my wife talks about having that, when she gets to, and it's such a blessing, my man brain goes, what? What's the blessing about all that? That sounds like a responsibility. That was the whole laughter to me, is like, if you believe it, it's like, if you tell men this stuff about your body and they don't believe it and it's disgusting and they're idiots and they think they know better than you. But what is funny to me is, okay, then you tell a man and he does believe it and he listens to you and he takes it in and he empathizes and he goes, no, that sucks, dude. That sounds like a lot.
That sounds scary.
Exactly. And that's funny to me. Anyway, thank you. It was like a weird username. Not weird, but just like it wasn't their name.
Gotcha.
That was, yeah. It says like it's like HHHNEE. I don't know. Yeah, they like the computer AI picked their username, so we don't know who to thank, but we thank you.
Thank you. That makes way more sense than what I was saying. Like I said, I have no idea what the fuck I was talking about.
Well, I also
was
think
like,
it really.
you ain't gonna put me on the stand to speak for women. You're a woman. You know all the woman stuff.
I wasn't trying to. It was
turns
something you
out.
brought up that made me think of it. But it also, I think, frames what I was trying to say. It's just like, yeah, y'all just be. That just sounds like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, thank you. for
Dude,
that.
I just think that I think as much as people like we do this whole like man versus woman thing, there is something just so fucking beautiful and wonderful in the humanity and the humanness of it. There's something hilarious also in the humanness of it. You know what I mean? Because like you know, I was kind of saying on there, it was like, if I were to tell Dre, like, oh, you know, what a beautiful experience you're having, like, she would stab me in the face, dude.
That's so true. Okay, that is very true.
That's very funny. That's very funny. No, I'm on board with that. Because you ain't about to tell me I get to say it's a blessing. You don't tell me it's a motherfucking blessing. Because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, dog.
Yeah, and that's it. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So you need to know your parents to
The
understand
version
like
of that is when she's telling you how magical it is, you're writing it down. What are you doing?
Yeah.
No, I'm just writing it down word for word so I know how to say it the next time you're on your period.
yeah.
And then she paper cuts you to death with that piece of paper.
Lemon juice right after if you really want to be torturous.
Man.
But I do think it's like it's such a fundamentally wonderful thing, man, that like, and it is like cope on like on one level, but like, dude, you got to help each other. Like once you get into a relationship long enough, like that's like the mask comes off. There's no more role to play. You can't play a role. You got to be who you are. Dude, this is a perfect example. Dude, this is so funny because Dre has been making fun of me about this since yesterday. So Drew is supposed to, so this is on like a male side, right? Like on my like so Drew calls. We were like, it was storming. I was asleep. Dude, this is so funny. So I was asleep. Drew calls. He's like, I'm heading over there, and I'm like, okay, yeah. He's like, dude, he's like, the vibes are off, and like, I'm seriously stuck, man. Right? Like, I'm stuck because like I've I made these beans. Number one, I made these beans. And he's asking me about dinner. And like, I can't get over these beans that I've made. So like, dude, like I'm stuck. And then we got the dog up on the porch, which like wasn't a big deal at all. But like I mentally cannot cope with like what was going on. Like getting the dog out and like just like having
those too many things at once. Yeah.
And Trey's like the whole time, like, what the fuck? And like I'm like trying to explain to Drew like cope on the phone, and like
you're like short circuiting. There's like mayday.
And I didn't know what it was. You know what I mean? I didn't know what it was, but I'd been there. Like it could be anything from, oh, I just invited my friend over, but I forgot Andy told me not to do anything like that because we're XYZ. It could be anything on that end versus, oh shit, I just realized like we're not ready for that. I was just like, hey, I'm coming through your town on the way back. You want me to stop? And he was like, yeah, man. And then he kind of kept talking. And when we got and then like the more he talked, like the tenser he got, and I was like, yeah, no, okay, cool, I won't come. That's fine.
Yeah, but none of that was even real. Like Dre,
right.
Like none of it was even real, dude. It was like, can I just put the beans thing? I was mainly stuck on the beans. I made the beans. I don't know. I made these beans. Like, I don't know.
Like the beans aren't gonna be good tomorrow, or like the beans were sacred, but the
Well, like, I
beans.
wouldn't have ate the beans. I would have ate the beans. I'm not above beans.
Yeah, and Dre holds up like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're totally. So anyway,
She's making fun of you now?
huh?
She's making fun of you though.
Oh yeah, totally making fun of me. The whole making
Well,
fun of me
well
this morning.
you gotta remind her though too though. At least this is this way with Andy. This is probably every relationship. At this, like, part of the reason you probably started to freak out is you probably have had people coming over before, and it was something. Like this time, it was nothing. Like you were freaking out over nothing. Well, just it's fine. Beans and a dog. What's the big deal? But I've been there when before where I'm like, Andy's like, you invited people over? I'm like, yeah. And then she's like, we have a funeral tomorrow. And I'm like, oh, yeah, my bad. Right. No, you know what? What was I doing?
Something so major that you definitely shouldn't have forgotten, but you've absolutely forgotten. Yeah.
100%.
Whatever.
And the fix for that is not to be more, remember better next time. It's just to freak out the next time they're like, oh, what'd you do? Oh, shit, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done it. You're like, I should have done what? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The fix is to overreact the next time you mess up, not
Not do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just to freak out when you do it again.
Right. Probably comes from parents who just like punished you without ever really instructing you.
Yeah. Which is most parents.
Right. So it's like, no, I didn't learn to fix it. I just know to freak out next time. We'll say we're trying to explain everything to Rozzy and not be those parents and make him understand everything. And there's rules and there's a purpose behind the rules and all that. But he's a kid, you know. And now, like, we're doing it now, kind of like it's our routine. We want you to like be a part of this family. This is what our family does. But like, dude, at 3, you know, he's coming up on 3. He's just like, yeah. Hey, talk to me. I'm like, what? He's like, talk to me, daddy, talk to me. We realized he gets in trouble and then he just begs you to say something to him because he knows that when you're done talking, he can go back to play.
How could you not believe in humanity when shit like that happens? Come on now.
And
That's
how do you wanna
amazing.
be a transhumanist, dude. They're not gonna
Yeah.
have a computer baby. They never gonna do
We're
that.
so cool. No.
The other day, this car put out in front of me, and I go, motherfucker. He goes, what that fucking car do, daddy? Come on, dude. Even the day I did it, you'd go, they programmed you to do that. You didn't mean it.
Yeah, it's not as good.
Not as good. But it is like close. That's what's annoying about it. We've talked about this before. Like the shorthand I have for it is that if Van Gogh ever ate Taco Bell, he'd kill himself. Like IKEA furniture is another example where it's like, yeah, but sometimes they get so close to good, it's almost like you want to put a bullet between your brains because it's like they've already won.
Well, I feel like that example is straddling a line of affordability and good. Like they're trying to get you things that are good but done cheaper so that you can afford them. They're trying to give you that Dutch modern what's it called? We live in a small box. Let us utilize every single inch of this, but at the same time, poor people can have it too.
Right, but it's like
that's the part that's infuriating. The Dutch modularism, but you gonna have to put this bitch together.
It's just like cat names, you know, when they were like a hit.
Mm-hmm.
You remember like when you see The Perfect One?
Mm.
I mean, it was great. I mean, genuinely,
Yeah.
your buddy would send you a meme that just like crushed you if he timed it right. DJ,
Yeah.
DJ, in Katana Chat, we got that Indian guy. I
Yeah,
don't even remember where we got him.
he was the driver of the boat that ran into the that ran into the bridge. He was.
That's right. And his
Hilarious.
employee picture, Carmen, just happens to look like he just ran into a bridge.
He gave the Cash Patel face. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That
Looks like he's been up like 5
has that
days.
that's as good as Starry Starry Night. And I hate that it is. I hate that it is, but it is.
Yeah.
I think that's just because art evolved or what it's supposed to be, what its purpose is. It still moves you
Right.
emotionally, severely, just not in like a, on a superficial entertainment level versus. I mean, that's
I
the
would
whole
like to-
thing.
I would like
You're
to
right.
see I would like to see like a more like realism come back in art. I
Mm.
would like to see that a whole lot.
Oh, yes, I too am pretending to understand what that means.
I mean, like, you ever look at like let's see who would be a good like Frida was a good one, but like
Oh, I like Frida.
yeah. But hers
I
was
like a lot of folk art. Is that adjacent?
it would be like folk art, but it would be like, an interpretation of a woman working in her garden or a man. You know what I'm saying? A return to like not Norman Rockwell's like right, exactly. Nothing like
I'm
that.
glad.
I mean, there's a lot of that, but it's all people of color doing it right now. I feel like I see a lot of that stuff. I saw a great exhibition, and it was just commentary on all the migrant workers in the country, and there was all these hyper realistic details of this. Just so like
I saw that.
You went out. You got no sound.
Mark, where did you?
Oh, sorry. I was just saying it had it was my hand hit my mute button on the mic. Sorry about that. But it was, just a documentation, and they would do this hyper realism, like a close up on the hands of them committing the task, either like grinding corn down to make meal or something like that. And you saw all the veins and all the little muscles in their hands. Like, I mean, then there is that. It's just. You just ain't gonna see that. You're not gonna see that in a gallery, especially not now, because all a gallery is.
Yeah.
Where'd you see that? I saw something like that. I'm trying to remember where. Where'd you see that?
I was on the road. It was one of those. I was on the road, and there was like an art festival that just happened to be when I was there.
I think I saw it on the road too, but I don't know where. Well,
That's the worst part about me loving art is that I never remember people's names or the dates. So
A good book about like the end of like contemporary art and like how it was basically like overrun by like well, I guess spooks and what have you is Fink.
Mhm.
If is interested in the book Fink, it's a great book that you could read.
I mean, that's why I will never stop talking shit about Andy Warhol. I feel like he was definitely part of all that. I'm gonna write this
Yeah,
down.
but he was open about it also. He was extremely open about it. I mean, it wasn't like there was any question about where
I know, but he ruined it. He ruined it by trying to act like advertisement and things that were created for the purpose to sell were on the same caliber as art, and I'll never forgive him for that. Not to mention all of the assault and him being the reason Basquiat's dead. I mean, there's plenty of other reasons to hate him, but in particular for what he did to art was that. Fuck Andy Warhol with every fiber of my being, and I used to love him. I used to love that motherfucker.
I agree. Fuck him, but like at the same time, I guess I can't. The value of having that and the value of him, where it should, the value of that type of explicit, like unashamed exploitation of the actual art world, I think. Really taught a lot of people. Should have taught a lot of people a lesson a long time ago. But I mean, it's, a lot of stuff is finally catching up to us.
But it's ironic, or maybe not ironic. Maybe this is exactly what we would have thought. It taught different people different lessons. To your point, DJ, you were kind of saying like, yeah, he's trying to prove that this so-called high art can be easily exploited. And
I don't even think he was trying to prove it. I think he was just doing it to make money and being that right.
Well, it just continues to happen. I mean, there's this guy, I think we've talked about him on here before. We ever talked about Damian Hirsch on here?
Yeah, for sure.
Hirsch like exclusively sells to like billionaires, and like there's this argument. Like one time he sold just 2 glass shelves with empty water on them, and people were like, "This is so obvious, like a tax scam of some sort." And other people argue like, "Yeah, that's his point." And then it's like, "All right, we've gotten too meta for me. I'm gonna go outside." But I don't know if he's the guy.
I would believe it if it was the criticism of that and blah blah blah. If what you did with the money next wasn't to just keep it, wasn't to just be a fucking cunt about it, I would take that money from and quite literally you be using art to funnel money where it needs to go. If that's how we're gonna do it, if I'm laundering money for you, then your money isn't gonna go to just me. It's going for all the things that you're fucking deteriorating. That's the
But anybody who rad.
But I also don't think once you get to that point, it's hard to not be corruptible. I mean, I guess it all goes back to greed. Greed corrupts absolutely, blah, 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 all that shit. It doesn't matter what you do or how righteous you are going into it.
Yeah, and I think we make a mistake with greed that we see someone who just wants a lot more money and power like Elon, and we're like, yep, that's what greed is. But like, dude, a lot of people they don't care about money, but they care about something, and money's a way to get it. And it's still a greedy mentality.
Mm-hmm.
They want all of the something.
Well, yeah, people aren't as ideological as they have interest, right?
Yep.
So, and there's a big difference between the two of those.
The AI people.
Right.
Like, it's pretty clear to me that some of those folks just want to like have power. But it's just as clear to me that a few of them really are just trying to be at the forefront of transhuman evolution, revolution, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So I think they are greedy. Right. I don't think they're greedy in the classic sense, though. I don't think they want $1 billion in their bank account. I think they're desperate to be the dude who is the first one uploaded into the singularity, and they know they need $1 billion to do that.
Yeah. The money, resent the money, actually resent the money and resent the people and resent capitalism as a whole. I mean, the anarcho-capitalist whole ideology, the whole Nick Land fucking accelerationist theory, dude, is that. You know what I mean? It's like a total. They hate it. They
that's why I can't fuck with Dave Smith, even though he's right about Israel.
He's right. Yeah, he's only right. Like he's out of 100% of the things he said, he's 100% right on like 10% of the shit he talks about.
It's broken. That's a broken clock right there. Same with RFK. Broken clock.
Well, yeah, I almost did it. It's so fun and it's so hard not to start doing it immediately.
What, the voice?
If you think about Jimothy, I'm really responsible for Jimothy because exactly 3 years ago, I inseminated a female raccoon in Central Park with my love. Manually, mind you.
He's gonna have his own cooking show, and I'm so excited about it.
Roadkill.
I hope at least a little bit of roadkill, but whatever it's gonna be nasty as fuck. It's gonna be like liver on, like it's gonna be terrible.
Yeah, raw liver. Everyone's gonna get jaundice or some shit.
Do you guys think that the Jimothy is a psyop as well?
No, I think sometimes in New York, there's just too much humans in there, and some weird shit happens, and then it seeps out to the rest of us. You remember the pizza rat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same kind of thing. It's just like we've all got cameras and we're living in this city, and I've seen, I mean, not to be that guy, but I've seen way weirder shit than Jimothy. I just didn't get it on camera,
Yeah.
Like just.
Do you guys think that have you heard about, do you guys think that Taylor Swift is a psyop, has always been a psyop?
No, I don't think she's always been. Well, it depends on what you mean by psyop. She's always been a marketing op.
Yeah.
To like promote the nuclear family through like mid-feminism.
No, I think what you're getting into there.
I think it's fake. I think it's more fake feminism, and it's weaponized feminism.
I think
that like it's.
No, sorry.
Not being able to take criticism is always being, the feminism is always being like, the fact that you can't, if you can't criticize someone and then they're like, oh, that's the patriot, that's for you to just justify somebody's actions. I mean, she's the enemy at the end of the day, especially now. So I don't think she was I think she originally wanted to be a singer, and she was, I think her dad, or I think we're talking, if we want to talk about like the equivalent of it in hip hop, I think you have a talent. I would never put her on the same as like Biggie or Tupac, but I'm just saying you have somebody that's like taking advantage of somebody who is talented, and then what she does with it is she's definitely being her father's daughter and being opportunistic, but her fans are the real problem. But you don't get that if she doesn't ever say anything. She never checks them. So the chick that's always singing, like where she's got dirt on her face and her hair isn't washed and all that other shit, like I think she's a better representation, but I also think because she's also a Taylor Swift fan, which is fucking wild. So it's like, I feel like that could be, I think that could be part of it, because the way they're propping her up so big. But I mean, it bums me out. I mean, yes, I do think she is part of a psyop now, but I don't think she was before. I think she was exploited into it and then was like made kind of like a Justin Bieber, kind of like,
I think that anything thin that lacks depth can easily be co-opted. And I think that beyond songwriting, and she is a talented songwriter, clearly, because people like her songs, a lot of them, including Patterson
But
Hood.
she's also a Nazi lover at the end of the day. I mean, like the fact that you still like her, even though the bitch loves Nazis, like, I mean, I don't know,
I don't think
man.
she loves
Like,
Nazis. Is that true? Does she love
yes,
Nazis?
she dated Nazis.
Oh, she dated that 1975 guy.
She
That
dated
guy-
more than one Nazi, dude.
Oh, really? I'm not trying to
Yeah.
defend her at all. I just feel like,
Seems like you are, but
well, okay. I've been hating Taylor Swift long before y'all ever even registered, okay? Dude. Well, I want to make this fucking point because it has nothing to do with Taylor. I mean, it has to do with Taylor, but she's my case study. It's like the point's broader. These thin things are co-optable by design. If you try and create a brand that can adapt to the tastes of the algorithm or the zeitgeist so that you can optimize it for money and fame, that makes sense, right? You guys are following me? Like, what people do that. We see them do it in comedy. It's like, I don't do politics, or like there's like so many examples of it. It's like trying to be interesting enough to get on people's feeds, but then not controversial in any way because this brand is bigger than that, right? Well, that's so easy to co-opt. So that's what we're seeing. It's co-optable.
yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm saying. I think it was, there's an opportunistic. I don't think she started out as it, but I also wouldn't put it past her that she's for some of it quietly.
I don't think she'd have gone after Trump if that was true.
Did she go after Trump?
Yeah, in a very calculated way, but yeah. In a very milquetoast way.
Oh, well then, I don't know what that means.
It was for brand purposes. It was like trying to look like, it was when probably she thought Kamala would win.
Oh, well, good for her. I'm interested. I'm paying a lot more attention now. Taking the best to see. I'm interested in where it goes because I heard some pretty good theories about it, and stay tuned. I think so. It might get pretty wild as the oligarchs start creeping in closer and closer.
Well, I'll say this: the course, it's ran its course.
You think it's at the end? You think it's
The diehard fans are too old to defend her. Like the last thing that I got reported at my face from 6 inches away by Andy because she hates her was like just how big of a flop her wedding was and how much people hated it and how no one can really defend it. And even her most diehard fans are like, what the fuck was this?
Yep.
So yeah, when that goes away, of course she's gonna turn right. I mean, dog, that's the move.
It was that, and even before that, it was the last album she came out with, because if you put all of her albums together, it makes a Nazi symbol. And there's like been, I mean, there's been shit throughout her. Yeah, if you put all of this, well, if you bought all, because you had to buy 4 records, all the same shit but different art. So there were variants, and if you bought 4 of them and you turned them all over, they made the shape of a it was a swastika if you hung them all up.
Dude,
So there was like weird symbolism and shit like that, and I mean the fact that she made Travis Kelce go white. I mean, come on, dude. Travis Kelce, I think at one point had fucking cornrows. I mean, the dude loved black culture.
Nuclear family. That was a nuclear family white nationalist. That's that angle right there.
I thought you guys were giving her too much credit.
Yeah,
I thought I was the only actual hater here, but it's
no. Mm-mm.
No, dude.
It's like if you just told me this was doing, I'd be like, no, she's not a real artist. She can't pull that off.
Walking to her house, there's a framed pictures of Frederick Goebbels, on the fucking stand right there. Yeah, there's a bedazzled swastika in her pool at the bottom. Not just kidding.
You are fucking with me?
Yes.
I was like, dude, she's the greatest artist in history. If she's this hardcore, like if she's like the chick from The Boys, like if she's the original fucking doesn't age, been around since back then, Nazi, and she's pulled off this like American sweetheart, she is the greatest artist of our time.
I think she just did. I don't even think it was that. See, you say that, but I think it was projected onto her. I think she just let people think it. I don't think it was orchestrated. I think she let people think it. And you can't be an outward Nazi and be well, you can now, but I mean, this was also years ago.
You couldn't be. Hold on, of all the things that were made up, the album one was not, right, Carmen?
It was not made up. I saw it. I saw pictures of the album. I saw and now it looks, if you just look at the albums individually, it just looks like random abstract lines on the back of it. But if you buy all 4 of them and you put them together, it makes the shape of a swastika. Now, was that intentional? I don't know. Very much was speculative. Blah blah blah.
They're just straight lines. I mean, yeah, I can make anything with straight lines, including a swastika.
But but they're in a particular order. By release.
Make 4 straight lines into a swastika. I'd like to see.
Get his ass, DJ. Get his ass.
It's 8, right? It's 8 right angles. I can take any 4 right angles and make them into a swastika. Yes.
Okay. All right.
They are 4 right angles. Maybe I am being a dick. You're talking to me like I'm being a dick. I feel like if you take this.
He was being a dick, but this works too.
If you give 3 of these, I can make them into a swastika.
All right.
And she was just calling all her ex-boyfriends losers, dude.
Yeah, because they weren't Nazi enough, dog.
That one guy tried real hard.
Yeah, he got in there.
He was just like a really, really bad provocateur, which there's nothing lamer than that.
Like a Sam Hyde bat.
Yeah, but like artsy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's cool though. I like this.
Do you guys know what the first word in her first hit is?
Hitler.
Close.
Cleanse, purity.
Yeah, you get warmer. You get warmer.
Well, yeah, you gotta be thinly veiled, right?
It's Drew.
No,
Drew? It's my name. Her first hit, I think it's "Crying at My Guitar." I don't remember exactly what it's called, but the first line is Drew says. Drew says. The wizards.
They all think I'm a Nazi.
Looks mad. And he starts to cry.
But I said I thought that he could change. I believe in changing people.
Then he called
He
him
said, "What is always right."
In college, I would run around with my guitar on the weekends at parties and make songs up. And one of them, I would follow the security guard around. And when he was trying to like arrest people or whatever for underage drinking, his name was Dean. I would just do that. Dean says, "Can I party here?"
You're too much of a baby.
He got so mad. And I would say, he gets mad.
Yeah.
And I said, he's on. Can't do nothing about it.
Dude, the fact that you haven't been arrested more is wild.
It's so wild, Al, if you just tell him, you can't arrest me because, and it makes sense. It's like, they'll just be like, God damn, this guy knows stuff.
And how weird is it? Like, you don't know nothing, Mr. Policeman. Like, I mean, how does Waldenberg's here?
That's what I'm trying to say. You have to be incompetent in order to be a police officer.
And I've been trying to say that if you are a white man, and there's caveats, I think like DJ's accent and his tattoos might make him maybe not in the game. But if you're a white man and you like know stuff, you can just look at him and just be like,
Can't do
"No,
that.
You're not allowed to do that."
Mm-mm.
But you have to say, here's why. And it has to be something that makes them go, "Oh, God damn, he's right."
You know,
They get mad. They don't do nothing.
And they start to cry.
Pulls his guns. But he ain't shit.
yeah, he ain't shit. Yeah. Oh man.
DNA, dude. Not DNA, D and A. That whole song is just two chords and the truth, baby.
Yeah.
Do, 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 do,
And
do.
the xylophone, right?
At the end, yeah, that's right.
We were listening
God
to
damn, they were so rad. Fucking Jane's Addiction was so good.
Was he James Addiction or was heroin James Addiction and he was upset about it?
heroin.
Well,
Heroin
I thought
helps.
so, but
No,
I
I
thought
think
maybe
Perry
he
was
on
always
heroin.
cool. I think Perry was cool even before
I
heroin.
don't think so. Because Porno for Pyros sucked.
It did suck.
He needed that. That band needed to be that band.
Yeah.
And are you saying Dave Navarro? I can't remember.
I thought
No,
James
I'm
Navarro was
talking
James
about
Addiction.
Perry. I'm talking about Perry, the lead singer. You guys are talking about Dave Navarro. It seems.
I'm really just asking though, the concept is Jane's addiction heroin, or is someone on heroin and Jane's addicted to him?
Gotcha. Like Alice in Chains, right?
Yep.
Or her chain?
Oh,
Right.
I was thinking literally. You guys are talking about silliness. My bad.
I'm telling the name of the band. I don't know if Jane existed. I doubt she did. I'm saying the name of the band is Jane's Addiction, which I assume Jane is a stand-in for all women like Jane Doe. And the question I'm putting forth is, was Jane addicted to something like
Jane's
heroin?
addiction was
Or was she
love.
addicted to love and she loved the
Yeah.
heroin addict? Okay, that's kind of what I thought.
Yeah. Yeah, but Porno for Pyros did suck. I will say that. I'll say that a whole bunch. What was the song that they had? The famous song?
Smack my bitch up.
No, it was yeah. I was like, we're just.
I think.
We
Oh, no, DJ.
We make great pets. We make great pets. Yeah, we make great pets. That was a Porno for Pyros song that came out.
I think it was, but I don't think that was their biggest hit. That was their second biggest hit. Their biggest hit was definitely just Love on the Run.
Love on the Runs.
Love on the Runs, guys. That'll be the new big hit from Okra Boy. Due out in the fall 2026. Mike Will made it.
I will say.
It says the band was dubbed Jane's Addiction in honor of Farrell's housemate Jane Bainter, who was their muse and inspiration. She struggled with drugs. Blah blah blah. She threw in Jane's heroin experience. It wasn't enough to blah blah blah. If you would have blah 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 blah. Yeah, I think it was. I think it was her. Yeah.
Well,
I'm glad we got it off.
rest in peace, because I'm sure she's dead.
For sure, dude. Or she's the raddest mammal that's ever fucking been, dude. She's
Oh, dude.
such a rad ass mammal, dude. Fucking dude. Just
Do
fucking.
y'all know any former heroin addicts that are still alive? I do, and they are very cool. They're always cool.
Yeah.
dude.
You think you gotta be cool to beat it, or that it makes you cool?
Yeah, I think it makes you extra cool when you beat it. Like, you're already cool because you got these rad ass experiences. Then you get to like stuff that in your rad ass fucking moo, and you get to fucking become this new person with like all these other rad experiences. So like, so you get to tell rad stories. You get to have these like
Live multiple lives. That's the closest thing to living multiple lives in one life.
Yeah, absolutely.
There was this dude, Greg, that was a public defender in Mississippi, and I did training with him. He had these gorgeous tattoos. I won't say his last name, but Greg's story was, woke up in a Mississippi jail, didn't even remember how he got to Mississippi, and just decided, like, I'm going to die or I'm going to quit this or whatever. His public defender, like, helped him get out and, like, get started. So he just went back to his public defender's office. It was like, I'm going to work here. And they're like, well, we don't have any openings other than as a public defender. And he's like, all right, what do I got to do to do that? And they're like, you got to go to law school. He just went to law school.
Hilarious.
Now he's a badass public defender.
Man, I feel like that a lot because like I don't tell anybody. Nobody knows anything about me or anything about me. They you know what I mean? They don't know shit about me. I'm just a friendly guy who's out here doing whatever kind of work or whatever, dude. And I feel like that a lot, dude. Like, not that I get to tell cool stories because that'd be giving away the fucking. That'd be, you know what I'm saying, giving away the ghosts. Well, not the ghosts, but, the secrets. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to let nobody know any of my secrets. Know who I am, really. But, like, rat stories. But I don't know, man. I feel like it's like, I feel like being a completely different human being. But you still get to have all your rad experiences. And your bad ones, too, which is bad. Dude, you know what's worse than the cringe? You know how you get the cringe, like, oh, fuck, dude, I can't believe I did that shit. And all of a sudden you get the cringe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the inception cringe. It's the cringe about that cringe. The inception cringe is this new form of cringe that I've come upon where, like, it's not the fact that, like, it's not the fact that I feel bad about it. It's that I feel embarrassed about feeling embarrassed about it.
Yeah. The only thing I can relate to with that is inception anxiety.
Like you feel anxious about being anxious.
That's the only thing I got. So you're saying you're like embarrassed that you're embarrassed because you think it's embarrassing to be embarrassed?
No, it's that cringe feeling. You know, you're like, oh God, I can't believe I said that. Or it's like, you know, I can't believe I did that, or I can't believe I was in a situation where whatever.
I'm identifying with that. And then the second part is,
it's like being like, well, why did you ever feel like you were embarrassed about that? Like, that's embarrassing. I guess it is embarrassing to have been embarrassed about that. Like, that's something that you should have not held on to that forever, you idiot. You just stupid.
Like, if you unironically loved Creed.
If you why don't you just love Creed every day and fucking blast it and just enjoy it instead of, or like.
Well, because at the time, everybody made fun of you for it if you did.
Yeah, but like, what does whose opinion, like, it even matters? Dude.
Well, now I feel like it's easy to say that now because we've been desensitized to other people's opinion because of the internet. But then it was like, if you got wrecked by your friend group, who was going to tell you that they were wrong?
But isn't it even funner to get wrecked by your friend group? Because I know there's never been a time that I haven't been in a group of people that wasn't getting their balls busted 24/7.
Yeah, man. No, I'm with DJ on this. And on that note, I stand by it, everybody. Horses are sexy. Not to me, but objectively.
I know.
I don't want to fuck them, but objectively, that is what we have decided as a society is masculinely sexy. It looks like a horse every time. It looks like a horse.
There's something to that because I have an old record, an old LP that had from like I believe the 60s, and it's about how the cover of it is a horse wearing boxers, and it's about how like animals need to stop being objectified. So
Yeah.
like because they're too sexy.
Yeah.
So
We talk way too much about horse dicks and fucking way too much about it.
Dude,
Well,
we
I
compare
imagine-
men. You know, we compare women to things, and it's so gross, and we're more attuned to that because it's been going on for so long. And
Hung like a horse.
but we do it with men with horses. He runs like a horse.
Mm.
Okay,
Everybody
just
wants
those
to-
two, but still, that's why we don't eat them. That's why we don't eat them. Those are farm animals.
Plenty of
We
people,
eat
plenty of
every
people
farm
eat
animal.
them. You
Yeah.
never had horse meat? I have.
Here in America. It's hush hush. People
it
are
was
ashamed of
hush-hush.
eating the hot one.
Mm-hmm.
We eat every animal on the farm proudly, or their eggs, or both. When it comes to the horse, you get around that horse, suddenly everyone's being a little weird.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because you're
Well,
animal in the
also, a
pocket.
horse has a lot more utility. Like you're not like riding like if you're on a ranch or whatever. It's not really
It's
the
true.
same.
Hard to get a cow to go trotting real fast.
Yeah,
It's hard to get milk from a horse.
yeah, but you're not doing it for milk. You're doing it to wrangle the cattle. Wrangling the cattle.
Yeah, the cows. You're wrangling them because they're the most important ones. You're trying to act like the horse is too important. The horse is too hot. That's what I
Listen, the
stand by.
reason the cows
the
listen to the
horse is
horse is because the horse is hot. At the end of the day, they're like, God damn,
Thank you.
I'll do whatever this pretty bitch tells me to do.
You guys trying to tell me that there exists a system in which meritocracy and usefulness is how you ascend to the top when we all know, I sound like clavicular. We all know it's how hot you are. The only currency you have in this society, DJ, is hotness, and the horse is king. King cock.
King
Listen.
cock of the wall.
We gotta go.
Any animal that's got a dick that could kill you, you know?
Sure.
Oh,
Y'all remember that was and that's all
Yeah, I
anybody
wanna
wanted
talk
to
about
talk about when that happened.
bad. What is that? That's
Oh,
not
because
a-
y'all actually watched it. That's what I'm saying. I didn't watch it, so it's a fun bit to me. I didn't watch someone die via horse cock. Y'all
It was-
did.
I thought it was a fun bit too. I was just like, what?
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly right.
Trauma.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And that dude fell. That dude got hold of it like he was gonna make it. There was a guy choking up on it, Carmen. Like his, you know what I mean? Keep it from going too deep. He just fell the first pump.
No.
Yeah, dude. So they
Oh my
had
God,
thought.
it's
They
way,
had thought of
it's
that.
way worse. It's way worse. I'm so
Yeah,
glad
dude,
you
you're
saw
human.
it.
It's like the humanity. You know what I mean? Like his boy was like, "Don't worry, dude. I got you."
Yeah.
Fell in me.
Yeah, you can't tell a horse they can't go full throttle.
That's
Which
how you gotta be
also makes
careful,
them
too.
sexy, you know? You just can't tell them.
Yeah, dude. You can't.
They gonna do.
Wild horses couldn't drag me away.
You can't stop a stallion, baby. You can't stop.
There's a third one. Be a stallion.
I mean, for DJ's face.
So bad. So bad.
The people, you ain't never heard people say something like that one there because it's got 150 horsepower. Isn't that sexy? What does that mean? If not,
A
I want to
horse.
fuck 150 horses. That's what it means.
Patreon.com/CravyBabyPod. Make sure you guys join the Discord. Make sure you guys go see Drew tomorrow. Well, today, when you guys hear this, today come see him at Sports Drink in New Orleans, right?
I will be in Birmingham, Alabama on Friday.
Birmingham, Alabama.
At Good Faithful Brewery, and then Sports Drink in New Orleans on Saturday, the 8th. On the 9th, I'm going to Kentucky Derby to fuck the winner.
Woo!
Yeah.
You heard it here first, folks.
Listen,
Purebred. Thorough.
Go to horse.com.
I want to say something that I've had a lot of success with this year, and I hope you guys. It's called Replicate Tromboncino. You can get rid of your squash, your crookneck. You can get rid of your zucchini. You know, you're always fighting with them. Get yourself grow some Replicate Tromboncinos. I promise you, they're bred. They taste great. They're hardy. They also become a winter. They're a summer squash, but they're not too tender. But then they become a winter squash as you let them grow. Freeze right, dude. I'm telling you, it's been the best experience with them. And
DJ, will you put a picture of them in the Discord so people know what they look like?
Okay, but actually put a picture of him, not a horse dick, because they do look like horse dicks. Let's get honest, DJ. That's what they look like.
It doesn't look like a big dick.
So, ladies, I mean, and more inclined, if you got your garden growing, make sure keep it organic. You guys know how I feel about it. Thank you guys so much for listening to it. I love this episode. It is definitely, we covered a lot of ground today, babies.
Yeah.
But we love you. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.
You could stick a whole ribeye in one of your back pockets. Like,